we look towards Adam's session today, the first thing he's going to cover is, what are the factors, what are the motivating drivers behind this price increase that Microsoft is rolling out. And then I think, the insights are really going to come in the follow-on two sections of how can you prepare for those price increases. And then lastly, in Adam's final section, we talk about strategies for overcoming those price increases.
Over 1,400 new features and capabilities across three core areas. You got security and compliance, you got communication and collaboration, you got AI and automation. What were the actual increases? So as you can see here quite clearly, they're pretty significant. He used the word meaningful. I'd rather use the word significant when you start talking about 13, 15, 25% increases. But now let's also take a look at what wasn't touched. Sometimes you can actually learn, and as I go through this, there's going to be a lot of telling story here about what wasn't touched and the impacts to that. So number one, you can look at the top there, right? The first line, those F SKUs. Those are first line deskless workers. Those are the area where Microsoft is most vulnerable right now. So what do I mean by that? Organizations that we're working with and have seen this come to fruition, and ones that are starting to consider giving digital capabilities, cloud solutions to their deskless workers, are making decisions, some of which have included a jump to Google Workspace, formerly G Suite. This is the area where Microsoft knows they have to continue to keep Google out, and so it makes sense that they have not increased those prices. Now let's look at some of those motivations. Let's look at what they're trying to really do by increasing those prices. Number one, push enterprises off of Office 365 E1. That's not good enough for them right now. They need more. They need to push enterprises to Office 365 E5. I just told you only 8% of that base is currently on E5. They need to push enterprises to the bundle, the Microsoft 365 bundle, which is Office 365, EMS, and Windows. It makes more economic sense if you were considering EMS and Windows to move to the bundle. It's $36 versus $36.80 on the E3 SKU. And on the E5 Microsoft 365 SKU, it's $62.80 if you did it piecemeal versus $57 if you went for the all-in bundle. So here's what I'm going to tell you is about to happen. Increased EMS, increased Windows. It's not a matter of if it's going to happen, it's a matter of when it's going to happen. When you think about Microsoft 365 E5, what are the key components that are sitting in that you can't get if you go to Microsoft 365 E3? Okay, so as you can see, it really comes down to key things like robust security, voice, and analytics. And not coincidentally, these are all the things that enterprises are focused on and investing heavily in right now.